My name's Nathan and I'm a freshman at Rice University, and today I'm going to rank the dorms at each residential college here on campus.
Rice dorm tier list.
If you didn't know, Rice operates under a residential college system, which means everyone will be randomly assigned to one of 11 colleges that will be your home for the next 4 years. Each college has their own dining halls, shared spaces, traditions, but for today's video, we'll only be looking at the dorms themselves. Keep in mind this video is mainly made for incoming students, so I made an effort to find the average freshman dorm when making this ranking. At the end of the day, every college has something great to offer.
Will Rice.
Sorry, I think I have something stuck in my throat. I'll be judging each dorm on 3 main criteria: spaces, bathroom, and quality of facilities. And lastly, here's a really long disclaimer that you won't be able to read in time until the video cuts. Kicking off our list, we have Baker College. This is one of the first 4 original colleges built. Its rooms are on the smaller side, offer some pretty good desk space, solid short space, and I really like the wall-mounted shelves. But with the room space being average, communal bathrooms, and an older building, there's nothing really special. C tier. Next up, we've got Brown. As a freshman, you'll most likely be put in a double like this one. Just taking a quick look around, it's definitely on the smaller side. The room as a whole feels a little cramped, to be honest. The desks are pretty small, there's communal bathrooms, but the plus is that there's some really cool shared space areas on the first floor. All in all, I feel like the dorms are on par with Baker, so I'm also gonna give Brown a C tier. Duncan College? More like Duncan College. Honestly, looking at Duncan dorms, I don't have anything bad to say. They've got pretty aesthetic rooms, enough space for 2 people, nice walk-in closets, and the private bathrooms are definitely a plus. I also thought I'd mention the concrete floors and walls. It feels kind of like a prison in that way, but you can always cover it up with like decorations. So overall, Duncan, A tier. Next up, we've got the newest building on campus, Hanszen New Section. Completed in 2023, it has a very modern design. I've heard it compared to like an IKEA. The rooms are spacious, there's a good amount of storage, there's private bathrooms, and like the wooden accents kind of make it feel like a homey vibe. The only downside I can think of is that they've been having like a bunch of water pressure problems, but overall, Hanszen New Section, S tier. On the flip side, we have Hanszen Old Section, which is literally a historic building. It's over 100 years old, dating back to 1916. Old Section has decent open spaces, like suitable storage. Doubles can kind of feel a little cramped. Communal showers are less than ideal is what I've heard. I feel like that's just what comes with the territory being such an old building. I'd have to put it in D tier. Next up, we've got the Toaster, aka Lovett College. I know I said I wouldn't take into account the outside view on the college, but like, what is this design? Like, actually, what is it? You know what they say, your inside is usually a reflection of what you have on the outside. And unfortunately for Lovett, its inside sucks. The main problem is that their rooms are just super small. A relatively old building, their storage is like average. Nothing really stands out in terms of space efficiency. The bathrooms are functional. It's not even that big for 4 people, and the building itself is starting to show some of its age. It pains me to do this, but Lovett is our first F tier. Moving on to Martel College. In my opinion, this is one of the most unique colleges because of its massive living room space. I feel like there's a lot of mixed opinions on Martel's setup, so they sacrifice a lot of space in the rooms for a massive living room space. So if you want to host pre-games or parties or hang out, you have that like large space to work in, but for your sleeping, you don't really got much room in there. I guess it just depends on how much you want to stay in your room, but for me, I don't have a problem with it. Martel's gonna go in B tier. Next up, we've got McMurtry College, which is just a mirrored building of Duncan. So in the same vein, I'm gonna leave it in A tier. Here are some pictures so you can judge for yourself. Like I said earlier, it's a good amount of space, good amount of storage, private bathrooms, nothing to complain about, solid room, absolute A tier. Next up, we have Sid Richardson College. Sid rooms are honestly super nice. They've got great storage, solid room. Can't really complain about Sid. Nice private bathrooms, spacious room. That's all you can ask for. Also, as an added bonus, they have a really fast elevator. I'm gonna put Sid in A tier.
Next up, we got Wiess College. Kind of sounds like if you're saying rice, but with a lisp. Dude, everybody sleeps on Wiess. It's actually so nice. They have huge living room, first of all. And then you go to both the doubles, and there's a ton of space in there. They've got private bathrooms that 4 of them share, which is pretty good. Better than communal bathrooms, right? Everything's there that you need. It's hella chill, comes with a microwave chair, and yeah, I feel like not enough people will talk about Wiess dorms. They're super underrated. Wiess is comfortably in the S tier.
Our second to last dorm building will be New Will Rice. New Will Rice has some decent room space, desk space is pretty average. Clothes storage does feel a little bit cramped, but they are my personal favorite bathrooms on the entire campus. Look at these things. It honestly feels straight out of a mansion, and if I really need to lock in and take a dump, this is the place I'm choosing. With all of that being said, New Will Rice, nothing to complain about. Above average dorm, B tier. They say they leave the best for last, but not in this case. We're looking at Old Will Rice. Oldville Rice is the oldest building on campus, being created in 1912. It's sort of a standard dorm that you would expect. The rooms are on the smaller side, the desks are small, the storage is pretty average, the AC unit takes up this weird part of the corner, and the windows aren't really great positioned at all. The communal bathrooms are also downside, and the overall quality of the building is really low. To end off this list, Oldville Rice is going to go in the F tier. There we have it. This is my personal tier list on all the dorms at Rice University. I hope this helps you decide whether or not you want to come here, or if you're already accepted, congratulations, now you know kind of what you're getting into. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next Rice video.